Howdy, folks. Just want to do a quick review. I'm gonna get these out before we're in October, Halloween time, and then I have to do. I just feel, I gotta do horror movies. I'll just jump right into it. I got Striking Rescue with Tony J. They say Tony J in here. I always said Tony Jaw. I don't know what you said. I mean, it's Tony Jaw, but there's a part where uh, Tony J's character Bon, Bon. Him and this girl are trying to get away from all these bad guys, and he's all jump, and she's, I'm not Tony J. So, so this one just starts out. It's a revenge. Immediately, like, you see that his wife and daughter were killed by gangsters, drug dealers, so he's out to get them. He's out to get the main guy, that Mr. Hey, I think he's Chinese. I don't know what country they're in. It's not Thailand. I don't think it's Thailand. It could be. They say a name, but I didn't recognize it. So it's kind of confusing because there's Chinese, Tony's Thai, but it seems. Anyway, so he's after these guys. First thing, he's kicking ass in a warehouse, and so I was okay. This is a Tony Jaa movie. I mean, I saw Ong Bak when it hit video, and I was just blown away by what he does with his Muay Thai. But then he did The Protector, and then Ong Bak 2 and 3. I actually haven't seen 3. I like 2 a lot. The Protector 1 and 2. Protector, the first one's really good. The second one, it's actually like the first Blu-ray I ever got. And then he kind of disappeared, and here he's in the Triple X movies. Then he did that Monster Hunter with Mila Jovovich. It's just like, he's so awesome. How come he hasn't gotten that movie where everybody can see what he can do? And this movie, at first I was like, oh, this is kind of just whatever. But as it went along, I really liked it. So he's after this businessman drug dealer, and he puts a tracking device on the daughter, and he wants to kill this dude, and he's following him. But then the Mr. He's with his daughter and one of his henchmen, and they get attacked by another gang of drug dealer gangsters in the jungle on a road. And that's where, there's some green screen that looked horrible. There's like they shatter a car window, and that looked, oh my god, it's so bad. But when they start fighting, that's when it really got going for me, because these guys are attacking like a zombie horde. They're just relentless. And then Tony comes in a big truck and just smashes into them. And it looked like, I think he really just smashed into a bunch of dudes of the truck. It's crazy. But then he has his henchman. I can't remember his name. It looks weird. Looks kind of weird, but he's badass too. And what I like is that most of the time Tony or Bon, he takes out these dudes with one hit, and that seems more realistic. And I know he does this in all of his movies. I just finally noticed how, like, when someone throws a punch at him, he'll grab it and pull him in, and just demolish him with the elbow or a knee. Oh, he's so awesome. And there's some brutal hits in here. There's a girl with. They ripped off the Raid Part 2. Remember the Hammer Girl? There's like an axe girl in here. I hated her. But she's badass. Like she can fight Bond. And then there's a part where this drug dealer, there's like a politician that wants drugs. You know, he wants to eliminate drug dealers. So this drug dealer kidnaps him and his wife and two sons, and he kills the wife, and then he makes the guy like choose which one of his sons will get killed. But I mean, he wants to make him do it, and the politician's gonna. He pulls the trigger, but it was unloaded. Then the drug dealer just kills one of his sons. Kills the politician, and then turns the remaining son into a drug mule. I was like, it was horrible. It was like the politician was begging for his family's life, and blubbering, and everything gets destroyed, and then they kill him. I was like, man, that was messed up. I want this guy to die. I want Tony to beat him into oblivion. But yeah, a lot of fighting, a lot of good. And he uses a gun. He uses guns and knives in here and kills a lot of dudes. Like, he'll stab the hell out of someone, but his strikes just seem more brutal and devastating than when he's using a weapon. It looks like he's really killing these other stuntmen. I don't know how he's not. Maybe he's that good at pulling his punches. There's a hallway fight that reminded me of the Raid and Old Boy. But even when there's like 20 dudes running at him, I'm like, he can take them out. Like, yeah, and he does. I mean, they do get, you know, they overwhelm him a little, but he just destroys, and I believe it. I was totally with it. The girl that he rescued from the drug dealers, the daughter of the man he wants to kill, she was really good actually. She just seemed like she kind of hates her dad. That always bugs me, like the father-child stuff, and that was actually effective, I thought. And she's like, he becomes like his partner. I don't know, she's maybe like 14, but she's really good. She speaks English. They alternate between English, Chinese, or man, whatever, and Thai. And I feel that his English is a lot better. Like, he could not speak English before, but I think it's good enough now to just make him a movie. I don't know who he could be now. Like, and he's a good actor. He's so mad and pissed off and intense in this, and I felt it way better than like Hong Bak and Protector. I don't know how old he is now, but he looks great. He looks like a young man still. But he's got to be in either his late 30s or 40s by now. But he's still got it, yeah. And his elbow strikes, his knees, when he grabs someone by the back of the neck and just crushes their chest with his knee. Man, it's so awesome. Like, I want to see him fight Spider-Man. I feel like Tony Jaa could almost beat Spider-Man, even how strong Spidey is and how fast he is. I think if Tony Jaa just got him at the right time and just didn't let up, he could not beat him, but could, throw him around and just beat him up for a little bit. They should do that. But Striking Rescue, weird title. That's kind of, reminding me how much I like his movies, or how much I liked Ong Bak the first time seeing it. It was just amazing. I guess like the first time I saw John Woo's The Killer and Hard Boiled, that was like it changed movies for me. And then I always like to talk about Day of the Beast. That was a turning point. And then maybe then when I saw Machine Girl. That was a special moment. And I guess I had to put when I first saw Ong Bak. And if you've never seen a Tony J movie before, go to the library. Yeah, it's an hour 50, and it feels like it, but it moves so it does move. It's weird. Like it was kind of slow for some reason, but there's just tons of action, and the end is just nonstop. He gets hurt. Yeah. So I'd give it a solid 4. It just blew me away. Like, and it's 2024. So just give him more. Like, I read some reviews complaining like they need to make a better like story besides the action, but I thought it was pretty good. Just gangster story, drug dealers, bad guys, a little family drama. It yeah. At first I was like, oh, this is just whatever, but I got into it. So I don't know what he's gonna do next. Just I don't know, just anything. So yeah, Striking Rescue. So I gotta do a lot of stuff. Gotta compile movies for October. And other stuff. Okay, I'll let you go. I'll see you later.